But at the far end, we've got Fred Siegmuller, aka Fred Noise, manager of the Urban Noise Network. Next to him is Jerry A. for Poison Idea. Tammy Kate Stodick from Jungle Nausea. Mike Lasper from Smegma. And Pat Baum from the newly rediscovered Neo Boys. Finally got us some press, Pat.
I thought the job market was terrible at that time, so a lot of us couldn't really get full-time work even if we wanted to. So we had time on our hands, and practice space was cheap, and housing was cheap, and it was a nice sort of fertile ground for something like this to grow in.
Well, one of the things I think is important is the fact the scene that we're discussing about is more than just music. It was people were involved in art and photography and writing, and the basic important thing, I think, what was going on is it was encouraging individuals to get involved and be interested in what they wanted to do. If you didn't know how to play an instrument, it didn't matter. You could start a band anyway, because if you had something to say. And that's to me, I think the best thing that happened with that time, and it encouraged everybody. And everybody who was in the scene found what they wanted to do.
To the point where they own their masters still. Poison Idea still owns everything they ever recorded, and they lease them out for periods of 5 or 10 years at a crack. Am I right?
Yeah. And I'm riding the bus every day.
Well, part of that, I think, was not that we counted on the external media labels to do anything, but the Sex Pistols scared the piss out of all those labels, and they just kind of wrote it off as like dangerous territory, I think. They were like, well, if there's money to be made here, it's not for us, and so it kind of helped this underground develop just because of that attitude, ironically.
I know with the band I was in, the lyrics were very political. When you listen to them now, they're kind of very, very strident, but also funny. I didn't write the lyrics. Mike King wrote all our lyrics, and I've been listening to the stuff lately, and it holds up pretty well. But yeah, it's political. It was the Reagan era. We hated him. You know, we were being told to duck and cover, and we knew it was bullshit.
Punk came out of a sort of backwash when new progressive values were establishing themselves, but they were all kind of square, and they gave us a certain liberal ethos or homogeneity that was much more fun to push against than any sort of Republican power structure would have been. And in that sense, Portland is the same today as it was in '77.
I think the only dismissive part of the book is personal stuff with the people in the band. So if the people are assholes, then they got dismissed.
But that's working in the cities as well.
But
I didn't sense that at all.
No, not at all.
No,
I
I don't get that feeling.
Yeah, I think we lost a lot of good people, moved to San Francisco.
Yeah.
It was like the cool place to go.
Yeah.
But now they're all coming back.
Or their dad.
Bring your friends.
What does it mean that way more people have shown up for this event than ever went to any of those gigs? Let me be clear. I mean, there's obviously an interest 30, 35 years after the fact that generally wasn't there at the time.
I guess that's for me. It took a long time. I don't know what to tell you other than it was unpopular at the time for reasons I'm not really, I haven't figured out why. I'm not going to strictly assign it to disinterest on the part of the music industry. I think that was a big part of it, but I think there was something else in play. And it was the first time that a music that should have been popular absolutely failed to be popular.
Don't hold back.
Don't give up.
Don't take a corporate job.
Who wants to want to do it?